Mathematics is not hard, but it depends on how you take it. I want to smash this very problem here. The problem says solve 81 to the power of sine square x plus 81 to the power of cos square x equal to 30. This is very simple. Now start by saying solution. Now bring down the problem. Solution, that is 81 to the power of sine square x plus 81 to the power of cos square x equal to 30. What is here? Simplify the base. The base here, the bases that we have here are 81 to the power of sine square x, and then we have other base here, still 81. So simplify it, that is express it in power of or in the prime factor. Then we will now have this to be 3 to the power of 4 into what sine square x close the bracket plus this will now be 3 to the power of 4 cos square x. Now this is now equal to 30. Good. Now they recall that cos square x is equal to 1 minus sine square x. Do you know why we want to? You can eliminate any of this, but I want to eliminate cos. That is why I'm recalling the trig functions. So therefore, in this case, substituting for cos square x, I will now have this to be 3 to the power of 4 into sine square x, close the bracket, plus 3 to the power of 4 into, wherever I see cos, I will substitute this. I will now have 1 minus sine square x, close the bracket, equal to 30. Now, open the bracket in this other side. I will now have 3 to the power of 4. Okay, open this one as well. 3 to the power of 4 sine square x plus 3 to the power of 4 minus 4 sine square x equal to 30. Good. Now, to solve this, there is an indices that says that the law of indices that says that 3, when it's division, you have to subtract. That is to say, we now convert this back to its index form, like maintaining the rules of indices. So this will now be 4 sine square x plus 3 to the power of 4, because these powers are being they are subtract, like this one is being subtracted from this one. That simply means that there is a particular base under this number that carries this power here. So that same base is just 3. So this will be 3 to the power of sine square x. So this is now equal to 30. Now, having been that I've expressed it in this form, can we now say let's look for a letter or something to represent this, since it's too complex? So let's say p be equal to 3 to the power of 4 sine square x. So therefore, wherever you see 3 to the power of 4 sine square x, substitute p for it. So this will now be, in this one, we'll now have p over 1 to be equal to plus 3 to the power of 4 over p equal to 30 over 1. What is the LCM? The LCM here is p. So multiply and divide through by p. So this will now be p over 1 is p times that. I have p squared plus p divided by p is p times this. I have, this to the power of 4 is 81. Then p divided by p is 1. 1 times 81 is 81 equal to p divided by 1 is p times 30 is 30p. Good. Collect like things. I will now have p squared p squared minus 30p is equal to minus 81. All right, bring it back to this side. I will now have, okay, thank you for that. This is 30p equal to minus 81. Then bring it back. I will now have p squared minus 30p plus 81. Then using factorizing this, since I don't want to use almighty or general method like to solve it quadratically, so I will factorize by saying looking for two numbers when multiplied